as a title for Monday, because we are in expose of second war between Iran and Israel, and it affects all the world. That's a suggestion, if you can, for Monday topic about Iran, the war between Iran and Israel. Thank you very much, Gary. I'm in the audience.
Thank you. David. David, there you go.
Yeah, hi, Gary. I got on stage a little late, but I think there's an absolute attempt, obviously, to shield and hide what might be in these transcripts. And anytime you take time to release something as volatile as this, and look, I mean, Biden had a chance to potentially lampoon Trump when he was in power, when he was in office. He had all the levers of the intelligence apparatuses, and nothing happened then. Either there's stuff that links not just Trump, as been alluded to in the stage here, but other powerful individuals. Recall it was this potential arrangement or friendship that Bill Gates had with Epstein that led to the divorce of his wife of many years, Melinda Gates. Maybe her female antennae or spidey sense indicated that there was something wrong with that relationship to where she couldn't stand it and cost him billions of dollars in a divorce. So you don't take down these people very easily, Gary, without there being a lot of collateral damage. And of course, Trump still has to govern, and he has to make decisions, and he has to control the military. And we got the Ukraine, we got Israel. We have all these very, very hot, international issues that are coming down on, raining down on the whole world. And yet, we want to kick tires to this relationship with a man who's been dead for 5-6 years. But I think the proof's in the pudding. The relocation of Ghislaine to that, as Scott called, a country club, says it all. I mean, look, this woman knew everything. She can pin things on people. And, were it not for the pardoning ability of Trump, whether or not that'll happen remains to be seen. But I think ultimately, Gary, this would not vote, even if Trump is named in there. Can you imagine the scandal? Can you imagine, what would happen? How would we arrest this guy? How would we bring up charges against him? I mean, he's marshaling the military to oversee Washington, D.C. as we speak. So who's gonna come after him? Who's gonna make the call? So it's embarrassing him, other than maybe not, killing the Republican Party for years to come, killing the potential candidates that are siding with Trump right now, which is Vance, Rubio, and the like. It's dead on arrival, in my opinion. I don't think it goes anywhere. So I agree with the one caller who mentioned the co-sponsored bill by Ro Khanna and Massey coming back into session. I think they're going to try to, force their hand there. And of course, Mike Johnson's got to eventually face that down. So what will be, other than, maybe Trump cuts a big bill to fight trafficking. How are we going to address what did took place for many decades under Epstein, and the amount of young female minds and lives that were just upended, and how do we stop more of that going forward, so that we can focus on these victims and not necessarily the personalities that may have had a hand in all that. So if Trump falls, everybody else falls, and I don't think those other folks want to fall in tandem with Trump, and therefore nothing's going to get found out.
Thank you, David. A previous caller made some serious accusations about the relationship between Melania and Trump and how they met. He said that she was indentured servitude and all that kind of nonsense. And the reason I say nonsense is because while paying very close attention to what people were saying on stage. I was multitasking. And I could tell you that my sources are Vanity Fair, Politico.
Hey Jane,
The New York
how are you doing?
Times,
I'd like to
and
read some poetry
Wikipedia.
to you and Death Hippie, if I may.
And all of them are in agreement that Melania Trump was introduced.
Okay, I'm just gonna end Gary's room then.
I'm Jane.
Hello, Jane.
Yeah, Jane,
Nobody.
you're both great friends of mine. Death Hippie and I have been texting for how long now, Death? A year?
I have no idea. Maybe. Yeah, possibly. He's an encouragement.
Yeah, Death Hippie is struggling to get her ship and her rockets launched. Am I correct, Death?
Yes.
Well, I hope this poem reading helps launch your rocket and organize your organizing. What do you want to hear? Do you want to hear Rumi? Do you want to hear Lao Tzu? Do you want to hear maxims and aphorisms? What sounds good to you?
Rumi.
I'll go with what Jane wants.
Rumi, is it?
Thanks, Steph.
No worries.
Okay. These are the quatrains. So part of this is a relaxation, meditation. Take the deepest breath of the day. When I am with you, we stay up all night. When you're not here, I can't go to sleep. Praise God for these two insomnias and the difference between them. When I die, lay out the corpse. You may want to kiss my lips, just beginning to decay. Don't be frightened if I open my eyes. This bleeding eventually stops. The wolf appears. We run off in different directions, with always some thought of how lucky we are. But nothing floats for long. Death floods in the mouth and the ear. Every head goes under and away. For years, copying other people, I tried to know myself. From within, couldn't decide what to do. Unable to see, I heard my name being called. Then I walked outside. Today, like every other day, we wake up empty and frightened. Don't open the door to the study and begin reading. Take down a musical instrument. Let the beauty we love be what we do. There are hundreds of ways to kneel and kiss the ground. The breeze at dawn has secrets to tell you. Don't go back to sleep. You must always ask for what you really want. Don't go back to sleep. People are going back and forth across the doorsill, where the two worlds touch. The door is round and open. Don't go back to sleep. Take someone who doesn't keep score, who's not looking to be richer or afraid of losing, who has not the slightest interest even in his own personality. He's free. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. Ideas, language, even the for each other doesn't make any sense. I would love to kiss you. The price of kissing is your life. Now my loving is running toward my life, shouting, "What a bargain! Let's buy it." We have this way of talking, and we have another. Apart from what we wish and what we fear may happen, we are alive with other life, as clear stones take form in the mountain. Someone who goes with half a loaf of bread to a small place that fits like a nest around him. Someone who wants no more, who's not himself longed for by anyone else. He is a letter to everyone. You open it. It says, live. Who sees inside from outside? Who finds hundreds of mysteries, even where minds are deranged? See through his eyes what he sees. Who then is looking out from his eyes? The clear bread at the center changes everything. There are no edges to my loving now. I've heard it said there's a window that opens from one mind to another. But if there's no wall, there's no need for fitting the window or the latch. We take long trips. We puzzle over the meaning of a painting or a book, when what we're wanting to see and understand in this world, we are that. Welcome, Scott. We're reading Rumi. Does sunset sometimes look like the sun's coming up? Do you know what a faithful lover's like? You're crying. You say you've burned yourself, but can you think of anyone who's not hazy with smoke? Daylight, full of small dancing particles and one great turning, our souls are dancing with you. Without feet they dance. Can you see them when I whisper in your ear? They try to say what you are, spiritual or sexual. They wondered about Solomon and all his wives. In the body of the world, they say there is a soul, and you are that. But we have ways within each other that will never be said by anyone. The human shape is a ghost, made of distraction and pain, sometimes pure light, sometimes cruel, trying wildly to open this image tightly held within self. Stay in the company of lovers, those other kinds of people that each want to show you something. A crow will lead you to an empty barn, a parrot to sugar. There is a light seed grain inside. You fill it with yourself, or it dies. I'm caught in this curling energy. Your hair, whoever's calm and sensible, is insane. Don't think of good advice for me. I've tasted the worst that can happen. So they lock me somewhere, bound and gagged. They can't tie up this new love I have. You don't have bad days and good days. You don't sometimes feel brilliant and sometimes dumb. There's no studying, no scholarly thinking having to do with love. But there is a great deal of plotting and secret touching, and nights you can't remember it all. The Sufi opens his hands to the universe. He gives away each instant free. Unlike someone who begs on the street for money to survive, a dervish begs to give you his life. There's a stranger frenzy in my head of birds flying, each particle circulating on its own. Is the one I love everywhere? They say that paradise will be perfect, with lots of clear white wine and all the beautiful women. We hold on to times like this then, since this is how it's going to be. Come to the orchard in spring. There is light and wine, sweethearts and the pomegranate flowers. If you do not come, these do not matter. If you do come, these do not matter. Poles apart, and the color of dying. You're the color of being born. Unless we breathe in each other, there can be no garden. So that's why plants grow and laugh at our eyes, which focus on distance. Think that you're gliding out from the face of a cliff like an eagle. Think you're walking like a tiger walks by himself in the forest. You're most handsome when you're after food. Spend less time with nightingales and peacocks. One is just a voice, the other just a color. For a while we lived with people, but we saw no sign in them of the faithfulness we wanted. It's better to hide completely within, as water hides in metal, as fire hides in a rock. The mystery does not get clearer by repeating the question, nor is it brought with going to amazing places. Until you've kept your eyes and you're wanting still for 50 years, you don't begin to cross over from confusion. Welcome, Howard. We're reading Rumi quatrains. The minute I'm disappointed, I feel encouraged. When I'm ruined, I'm healed. When I'm quiet and solid as the ground, then I talk the low tones of thunder for everyone. I drink stream water and the air becomes clearer, and everything I do. I become a water wheel, turning and tasting you as long as water moves. In pain, I breathe easier. The scared child is running from the house, screaming. I hear the gentleness. Under 9 layers of illusion, whatever the light, on the face of any object, in the ground itself, I see your face. Today I am out wandering, turning my skull into a cup for others to drink wine from. In this town somewhere there sits a calm, intelligent man who doesn't know what he's about to do. I asked for 1 kiss, you gave me 6. Who was teacher is now student. Things good and generous take form in me, and the air is clear. I am insane, but they keep calling to me. No one here knows me, but no one chases me off. My job is to stay awake like the night watchman. When they're drunk enough, and it's late enough, they recognize me. They say, "There's daylight." During the day I was singing with you. At night we slept in the same bed. I wasn't conscious day or night. I thought I knew who I was, but I was you. Drinking wine with you, getting warmer and warmer. I think why not trade in this overcoat made of leaves and dirt? Then I look out the window for what? Both worlds are here. Since we've seen each other, a game goes on. Secretly I move, and you respond. You are winning. You think it's funny. But look up from the board now. Look how I've brought in furniture to this invisible place, so we can live here. minute I heard my first love story, I started looking for you, not knowing how blind that was. Lovers don't finally meet somewhere. They're in each other all along. If you have any patience left, we know what to do. If you love sleep, we'll tear you away. If you change into a mountain, we'll melt you. If you become an ocean, we'll drain you. You say you have no sexual longing anymore. You're one with the one you love. This is dangerous. Don't believe that I have a love like that. If one day you see a picture of how you think, you'll hate yourself openly. I'm not talking out loud. I'm talking to the ears of your spirit. Remember what I've said. Tomorrow I'll say openly what I'm saying tonight. We've given up making a living. It's all this crazy love poetry now. It's everywhere. Our eyes and our feelings focus together with our words. We have a huge barrel of wine, but no cups. That's fine with us. Every morning we glow, and in the evening we glow again. They say there's no future for us. They're right, which is fine with us. Do you think I know what I'm doing? That for one breath, a half breath, I belong to myself? As much as a pen knows what it's writing, or the ball can guess what it's going next. Do not sit long with a sad friend. When you go to a garden, do you look at thorns and flowers? Spend more time with roses and jasmine. Inside the great mystery, that is. We don't really own anything. What is this competition we feel then, before we go one at a time through the same gate? We are the mirror as well as the face in it. We are tasting the taste this minute of eternity. We are pain and what cures pain. We are the sweet, cold water and the jar that pours. At night we fall into each other with such grace. When it's light, you throw me back like you do your hair. Your eyes now drunk with God, mine with looking at you. One drunkard takes care of another. We are walking through a garden. Turn away for a minute. You're doing it again. You have my face here, but you look at flowers. Okay, that's Poems by Rumi.
I hope this poem reading helps launch your rocket and
With that Bloods and Crips shit, they don't do none of that shit up there. Like they do that shit, like a lot of people down south emulated the Bloods and Crips shit, and in New York, Oakland, they got a big influence about that Black Panther shit. They kind of do like the One Mob shit, or like
Well, I don't want to talk too much about their politics, but they don't fuck with that gangbanging shit at all.
Fuck all the gangbangers. I'm with Charleston White.
Damn.
So y'all want the GDs and the BDs to come together and defend y'all?
No,
we don't want you to defend us at all. We want you to stand up.
Wait, hold on, yo. Spaceman, you from Chicago, bros?
Yeah, I'm from the city.
You from one of those organizations?
Yo, nigga, stop eating, nigga. What the fuck?
Hey, what's your point, though, bro?
I'm just asking a question, gang. I ain't trying to trip with you, bros. I'm saying it's like, all right. So I'm asking you this: do you feel like gangbanging in 2025, right, is the same on how it was in its inception? You feel like this shit has gone too far? Be honest, bro. This shit in Chicago, with this gangbanging shit, BDs, GDs, all these little niggas, crazy little cliques within the gangs and shit.
Public, but she's super respected in the
Like this shit
industry.
going too far?
And she doesn't do very many movies.
Anytime.
And he's like, oh, she's dry as fuck. She's no fun at all.
Too far.
Oh, really?
But it ain't no different than how it was in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s. You know, in the 90s, it's a cycle that got to go
for sure, but I'm wondering if I'm
at the end of the day. It was created on positivity, but down the road, things went love.
Yeah, that's
you gotta
definitely
get
right
back on
about
track.
Mark.
That's all that is.
Wait, so you feel like, cause I think every black gang, right?
So Jennifer Connelly.
Blood, Crips, BDs, GDs, Vice Lords,
Jennifer Connelly. So she's been around forever. She's super esteemed in the industry. She's known as
I
like
think
one of the most
every
beautiful
gang
women on the
has
world
been
for 6
infiltrated
decades now.
by the government. I think there's government informants in every gang. If niggas was to come together, they'd find a way to bring these niggas that's considered the killers in the community, that's really snitches, and they'll find a way to destabilize all of that shit. You don't feel like this shit just need to be? It just need to be the hard, like just give up all of this shit. Cause at one point niggas turned their back on the black national shit. Niggas transition to gangbanging. Gangbanging has been so infiltrated, bro. You don't think this shit need to just be gone, bro? We just start over and create some new shit.
What's his name? With David Bowie.
Yes.
No, I mean, the thing is that
Your parents from Mississippi? I mean, your grandparents from Mississippi?
Yo, Spaceman, bro, look, hey, respect.
I'm done eating.
That shit crazy,
I'm
bro.
done
I ain't
eating.
gonna lie, you too,
I'm done
bro.
eating. But look, the point is this, bro. All organizations have good principles. You know, they got good teachings and concepts and things of that nature. Nobody teaches children them to do anything illegal against their community, be it negative or having an option, anything like that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't actually have to, restart or start something over. You know, we got to deal with what everybody identify themselves as and get back to the root of how it was started or what the principles are. Get back to having, being cordial toward each other. I think you
We
were
need
talking
gangs for
about.
that? Like, we don't need gangs to do that, though. Like, why don't we just get rid of the gangs and do it ourselves?
Because he's still
We don't need anything.
gangbang.
We don't need. Yo, play, I'm shooting y'all. I can't. You're not gonna keep talking every fucking time. Two people talking. Wait. So why do we need gangs to do that? Like my grandparents. I'm pretty sure if you're from Chicago, I'm pretty sure your family comes from. Your grandparents come from Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, right? So have these principles and positivity. Why don't we just get rid of the gangs? Like, there's no use for it. We can do that as men and women.
Because I think when you're saying gangs and an organization, it's two different
It's
things.
not an organization no more.
It's a lot of brothers.
Y'all can't stop no shit that, listen, if these young niggas wanted to do something like for example, if the
That's just like my dog told Spaz. Like, he's acting exactly like my
niggas in the
dog. We're
army of the
laughing
United
about
States
how
government
we were.
wanted to stop the war,
Like, my dog is
it's gonna
super,
happen.
super energetic and plays.
Y'all don't got the it's not organized because if these young niggas want to do some shit, there ain't nothing you niggas, older niggas can do about it. You niggas just oldest. There ain't no structure.
That's not true.
He gets his ass kicked.
That's not true because we have prime examples of different brothers from different organizations doing positive things, bringing brothers together.
He's not talking about that, though.
He's like,
I'm not talking. I said right now, there ain't nobody in here stop nothing. You keep bringing up, oh, well, when it's all said and done, okay, stop no war.
Again, we have prime examples, especially in Chicago right now, with the unity movements, brothers from different organizations coming together, stopping the wars and creating peace treaties amongst neighborhoods and stuff. That's being done because brothers are organized. You gotta be organized to reach the youth. So hold on. So if you can create a dynamic in a community where you got two rival organizations or two rival gangs, like y'all was saying, and you can bring them together and create a peace treaty amongst them, and it's the older brothers that's doing interjecting in the situation. Yeah, but I'm saying,
Serious.
They've done that for so many years. There's obviously this organization among gangs.
Yeah, let him land. Come on, wait a minute. Chief, go, bro.
No, I'm just saying that obviously this organization, a lot of these lions is not listening to older people. First of all, a lot of their homies that got killed, and a lot of these older people that were had no ties to them. If they did have ties to certain gangs, it's probably like years of taking the more people have gotten killed. A lot of this that's going on in the streets, a lot of these OAs don't even know what's going on.
Oh, you think so?
They can't even stop the shit. Even
bro, I don't think you stay in Chicago.
Oh, my daughter said, yes, my daughter said that. She's 18, so she has like a crush on the lead actor of Superman. But she also, her biggest crush is actually Pedro Pascal. So I think she was torn because he's her favorite, but then her second favorite is the Superman guy. So she had two movies come out at the same time where she had a crush on both.
LBG Ducks and the Little Dirks and they the little guys. It's older people who, like, influence them.
Dude, I thought it was, I think I just love Superman being a kid. He's like,
that's what I'm trying to bring to the light, that it is brothers out here who, represent different things and go by different teachings, but we're trying to
which one?
There's obviously this organization.
Oh, I haven't seen any of the ones between the old ones and this new one. I haven't seen one between them. Like the two that took place in the last 10 or 15 years. I haven't seen them.
You have people from making cobras and all these other people. You don't get one gang. So it's no organization. So what are you talking about?
And also, some of these little niggas, they need psychiatrists, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? They fucking serial killers, nigga. Crazy.
for sure. A lot of mental health issues in the hood.
So, Spaceman, let me ask you a question real quick.
Wait, to this point, though, because listen. See, these niggas is living in delusion, and it's cool. Like, if niggas don't want to listen, all right, cool. That's how I treat niggas, right? But what happens is life gonna teach you niggas the hard lesson. So if niggas don't actually be real about what's going on in 2025 with this gang structure and shit, and how this shit is fully infiltrated by the government, and there's no real structure, right? Nigga can't stop nothing, right?
Yeah.
So until niggas realize that, what's gonna happen is they're gonna come in. No, I'm good. They're gonna come in and infiltrate. They're gonna come in the community, create laws to lock you niggas up, and you niggas y'all gonna be organized for the state. You niggas gonna get up every morning, my nigga, and you gonna be working for 5 cents a day, all right? And you niggas gonna be cool with that organization, because on the streets, it was crazy. In prison, these niggas know how to follow organization, right? You niggas don't be right? And like when you go to the pen, it don't be no blood versus criminals, black versus white versus Hispanics, black, right? But then as soon as these niggas get on the street, it's no organization. So nigga, so what's gonna happen is, if nigga can't come to grips in 2025, you know who's gonna be honest with you and apply some pressure, right? Trump, right? These niggas is gonna enforce laws, nigga, enforce bills, lock you niggas up, gentrify you niggas out your grandmama house and your mama house, right? And there ain't gonna be no black community in Chicago no more. Well, there
So
ain't
I
no black
gotta ask a
community
question
now.
real quick.
I think, hold on, man. I think the problem is we approaching this thing backwards, man. Man, street organizations are the symptom of something else. Street organizations
But we ain't got time for that, though. That's what I'm saying. We know the symptoms, bro. Y'all been saying the same stuff since we was kids, bro. We know all
We
this.
gotta say it,
We
bro.
get it. The COINTEL.
Why we love the jailhouse so much, bro?
No, man, no. What I'm saying to you is gangs exist because the community is not a community. Gangs exist because there's a vacuum. There's nothing else for kids to join, bro. There's nothing else. There's nobody that's teaching them what they need to do. Nobody taking them by the hand and showing them how to make money. Showing them how to do these politics, bro. We're dealing with a simple.
Man, them niggas.
Hey, Spaceman, let me ask you a question. So, Spaceman, you there?
Yeah, peace, bro.
Yeah, peace. So, when, like, let's say, like, in the 80s and 90s when Larry Hoover was out with BDs and GDs killing each other?
I mean, you always had people who had their differences in the streets, yeah.
Yeah. Bro, you come on.
I mean, I know what you want me to say, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna, you know.
That's all good. I'm not gonna force you to say that. But then, because listen, I've heard dudes, the young guys,
Like, what the fuck?
yeah, exactly. They're all disciples. Man. They're all under the six. No, yeah, exactly. It was Black Gangster Disciple Nation. They're all under the six. They all folks. Let's be real. They're all under the folks nation. They were not killing each other.
He knows what you was talking about. At one point, all you, like the BDs and GDs.
That's a fact. I thought you were saying was the GDs and BDs beefing back in the days, but
I said, was they killing each other?
Niggas was one.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, there was one, and because we all know the whole, David Barksdale, Larry Hoover, they came together, right? After that point, listen, it wasn't like that, man. These were just like kind of two denominations all under, the folks nation or whatever, right? Yeah, I've heard young guys say, listen, if they free Larry Hoover, he can't do anything on the streets. Yes. They're saying this, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then I just want to know what particular neighborhood are old heads preventing violence and shootings and stuff from happening in Chicago? Because you say neighborhoods. I want to know the specific ones where that's actually happening. That's the spaceman. No, that's to the man that made the assertion.
hey, West Side, East Side, Chatham neighborhood.
Bro.
What? I mean, all of
that's where a lot of Black people live.
Yeah, but see, look, I'm
Where is that happening, bro?
because I'm Black. I can't tell you what they doing in the white community. So I can't tell you what they doing in the white community, but I can tell you that it's a lot of individuals, you know what I'm saying, who are in the streets trying to make a change, bring in brothers and sisters together. You can look it up on YouTube. You know, it's called the Unity Movement. I'm not talking about J-Bane pushing peace stuff. I'm talking about real brothers, real sisters out here in the streets, really connecting with the young brothers and sisters and having them to put down, the things they doing that's negative in the community and pick up something that's positive to uplift the community. And this is an actual fact.
That's a fact.
This going on from the low end to the Hunnies, to the east side, to the north side.
No, I agree with you.
Some brothers in the greens. Some brothers in the greens.
Hold on,
but they call it young lords. Young lords.
No, spaceman. No, I feel you. Listen. I don't know if you know Pastor Corey Brooks. I'm involved with Project Club, man. We got we got violence intervention. Like, this guy is right. His church is right by Old Block, bro. I know exactly from there, right? So it's a lot of people that are actually trying to, nonprofits, people, just even individuals on their own, trying to counter this scourge of of violence, right? But no, I think, well, and Luke, correct me if I'm wrong, but what he's saying is old heads from the gangs, are they the ones controlling these guys?
Let me ask you this: have you ever heard of you say Corey Brooks, the James Highsmith? He's one of the people who directly connected to Project Hood.
Every room I go in, he's there, and I'm like,
a lot of the older brothers who got out of prison, especially got freed from the First Step Act, is in the streets making a change for the better in our community. This is the
main
actual
reason
fact.
is I think it is him.
Like real
Because
talk,
I've
most
been in
brothers who get out of
one-on-one
prison,
with
they come to the community and tell the young brothers to change their life. They are the brothers who get out of prison, who was part of those organizations. Now they making a change in their community for whatever you
I think we asking about the old heads, that are still claiming it. Are the young guys listening to them? Are they stopping violence? We're not talking about the former ones, because you're right. The people that, did some fucked up shit, got caught up, paid their debt to society, came back. Yes, they changed people, but they're also disavowing their membership in those gangs. Do we still need
old niggas, bro? Listen, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. These young niggas, listen. If these niggas that's knocking shit down ain't pulling up to this shit and trying to do a peace treaty, can't no older nigga that was the reason why these niggas in the position that they in have no say so in no street shit, bro. You niggas be living off the past, bro. Them niggas, listen, it's the shooters. If the killers is not pulling up, I remember niggas try to do a peace treaty. I see it, nigga. I got family members and shit from Compton and Washington shit. I know some niggas that's known for doing shit, right? Like, only people I'm doing peace treaty with is my baby mama. Nigga, I ain't doing no peace treaty with niggas. If the killers is not pulling up, right? If the niggas that's knocking shit down, not pulling up and say, all right, cool. Nigga, I don't give a fuck how many old heads come sit down with each other, man. Niggas ain't listening to y'all niggas, bro.
I agree. I totally agree on that. So that's why you have the younger brothers too that interact with the older brothers, and they all come together. You gotta remember that most of these neighborhoods is family orientated. They cousins, they big uncles, they grandma. Everybody know each other. Everybody grew up with each other. Lil Pookie, Lil Pookie daddy. Y'all went to high school together. Everybody know each other. So at the end of the day, the older brothers can bring the younger guys together and show them that it's okay to talk to the so-called ops, and we can come to an understanding and move forward in our community, because everybody at the end of the day tired of ducking. Everybody at the end of the day tired of going to funerals. Everybody at the end of the day just want to live a life and get money and fuck females and be happy and do what they do without worrying about getting smoked.
Okay, but Spaceman is if you're like well versed on what's going on, you can literally go on YouTube and you can literally see vlogs of niggas in Chicago doing gang shit every day. Like, it's literally channels dedicated to this shit. So all that stuff you're talking about, I'm not taking away from it. It does happen. They do have older heads that do talk to the youth. We see it all the time. There's one guy that comes to Lou's room. I forgot his name. What's his name? Not Pastor. What's his name? Mr. Greg.
Greg, he's talking about Greg,
He's involved in those type of shit. We're not taking away from that. But what we're saying is that stuff is not affected. Like you said, there's people, a lot of these neighborhoods, a lot of these people grow up with each other, but over time they tend to beef with each other because somebody disrespected somebody. Somebody must have fucked somebody else, bitch. Somebody killed somebody else, homie. Then all that, they don't give a fuck about no organization. They care about the loved ones that they lost.
Bro, we understand look, bro. This is what I be saying. I agree on what you saying. Everybody got people that didn't, got killed on both sides of the fence. Everybody got loved ones, who didn't die. But we have to come to a point where, when do we stop? When do we stop the cycle? And that's why I say both sides of the fence feel that. Everybody feel that, like, damn, well, I done went to 5 funerals in 1 year. Everybody saying the same shit. Fam just got smoked. Motherfucker just got shot. This shit is everyday shit. Everybody can agree, like, damn, when can this shit stop?
We need
They just don't know how to make it stop. So that's why you have the older brothers who are the mediators, who everybody feel comfortable with, to bring everybody together. And like bro said, you can't bring something together without the hitters. So you got to get the hitters. And most of these brothers, you know what I'm saying, most of the bros who come to these things, they definitely recognized in the community at the end of the day. And a lot of violence have been prevented. And I done did that personally in my own neighborhood. Straight up. So that's what I'm saying. It can happen. It's happening now. It might not be to the magnitude that the whole world is seeing, but I promise you, on every side of Chicago, in every neighborhood that you can name, it's some brothers who trying to stop the violence at the end of the day.
It's like you're not lying, but I think you're not lying, but I think we're talking past each other, bro. Like, listen. We know it's people that are doing that. It's organizations doing it. It's churches doing it. It's individuals doing it. It's people that are formerly incarcerated doing it. What we're saying is old heads. Are there old heads that still claim and rep their game that these young guys listen to? Because listen, I've seen old men say, listen, man, we don't even know what's going on in the street these days. These guys are on their own thing. These gangs are so decentralized that it's not even one young head that can even control all of them. This stuff is like block by block these days, bro. It's very decentralized. I mean, back in you got Jeff Ford, you got Larry Hoover, you got Mickey Cogwell, right? Like, maybe 3-4 people can actually, 3 or 4, a handful of black people could create peace indefinitely, maybe like 30 years ago. That's what we're talking about. Are there old heads still claiming they membership that people will listen?
Yes, I just don't want to. Look, it's not my right.
So why they not stopping it?
It's not my right. No, I'm finna tell you, it's not my right to say their name on here. You know, on this public platform. Now they doing everything publicly, you know, and they do what they do. But it's not for me to say.
Hey, tell them it ain't working.
Yeah,
well,
it ain't working.
Hey, can I give y'all something?
Try harder.
Can y'all give y'all something? Y'all know who I am, right? Anybody know who I am?
Yeah, they were just talking.
No, I don't, bro.
Who are you?
Tell me.
Somebody got a phone call.
What, he a gangster or something, Lou?
Super
He
gangster.
could be, but respect. But who is it?
I'm sorry. I just wanted to let me just ask you that. You all know who I am? Y'all know who I am? In Chicago?
No, I don't know who you are, Paul.
Okay, let me tell you who I am. I'm the director of community safety and relations. I'm also in the FOI. I ran the Urban League's Mayor Responsibility Program. I was part of the 21st century. I'm associated with every group of interrupters, from TO to all of the newcomers. I grew up in the Robert Taylor homes on 48th and State. Okay? You know what that is, right?
Yeah.
The Robert Taylor homes. Okay, so right. So I'm 67. And so what I'm telling you all is this. You all are making sense. And what I've heard thus far is true. What I've heard thus far is true. But what I want to lend to you all is just a couple of things. Some of this shit is absolutely it's created chaos. Now, we just lost one of my safe passage workers who live on the west side. Her daughter just got killed yesterday, and the children attend one of the schools on the west side. I'm dealing with that with crisis and some other people, et cetera, et cetera. I deal with this every day, and even as an FOI, the shit is out of control. But it's unfortunate that it's running its course. And is there any voices out here, any individuals out here that have that kind of street credibility? Gator don't have none of them cats. And when Jerome, got killed or died, no, listen to me. They don't have that influence to go and talk to these little bitty boys in these schools, in these neighborhoods. They don't have it. That's over. If you don't have that divine connection to them and you're able to penetrate and be consistent, just having a press conference is a joke. It's a joke.
So if you ain't willing to put your life on the line, if you ain't willing to become part of their life, you could talk all day, but to change the reality where they are right now, it takes some serious hard and work. That's just real, brothers.
Yeah.
So when you're on the battlefield, I'm on the battlefield every day. Every situation that happens, I just happen to see Lou Room because we cousins. We from Greenville, Mississippi, and I love him. But I got to roll right now because I got something else to do. But I'm gonna step back in a few as you all continue to talk because I want to rap with a couple of y'all on some of the things that we could do. Okay, I'll be back.
Yeah, I think.
Before y'all get into it, bro, I just want to say this real quick, gang.
Riri, what up?
Listen, bro.
Do you think?
Nah, yeah, I appreciate that, gang. Listen, and I don't want to sound like I'm being repetitive, bro. But like, as more as the room go on, we done seen. I'm born in '86. I done seen it all, Lou. I done seen all kind of gang preventions go on. I done seen some of the OGs who just came from the feds that had a name back in the day. Man, them young niggas don't care. You do. If you ain't got no bag for these niggas do not want to talk. So the only thing I think that's left to try is to try to over-enforce some shit on the gangs. I'm not saying nothing about civilians. I'm talking about to get these gangs to get in line. Let's see if the military can maybe military come out there with some long ass guns, some AK-47s and shit like they carrying around. Maybe they'll chill the fuck out. Maybe they won't go slide on the fucking op today because them fucking army fatigue niggas out there ready to lay your ass down. Maybe you ought to get them a little bit more authority than the police to get rid of you niggas so you niggas can sit the fuck down. And maybe y'all will go sit at the fucking table and say, okay, how can we work this out? How can we sit at the table so we don't keep getting killed by the army or keep getting harassed? We can't make no money in the hood. Look, maybe you gotta look. Gangs don't respect shit but violence. So maybe the army can lay down, or maybe the National Guard can lay down the violence enough to scare these niggas into being right in the community. And if they don't want to get right, ship their ass to Panama Bay or whatever they call that shit. Ship their ass to Alligator Bay or whatever they call. Get that. We don't need you anyway. If you can't be corralled by the fucking army or the National Guard, use a fucking heathen. Get them the fuck out of here. That's all I'm saying.
All right, put a 1 in the chat if y'all agree, man. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all disagree.
Yeah, we also gonna have to breed our way out of this shit. Like responsible men are gonna have to step up and breed ourselves out of this shit with real morals and values.
I agree.
But look, a lot of these niggas think that they personal issues with another man, because a lot of this shit don't be about no money. A lot of this shit just be personal and just a stupid cycle. A lot of them niggas think that issue with they quote unquote op is bigger than the whole black community and the community that they harming. Like they think that shit bigger than a child getting shot. Like I seen some shit where niggas was shooting up a funeral. Niggas, grandmas was there, kids was there. Niggas,
Lou, how do you breed yourself out of Target? How do you breed yourself out? I just didn't understand what he was saying. How do you breed yourself out of?
No, I know what I meant. Hold on, let me answer.
I don't get.
You gonna answer?
I can answer. Go ahead, ask the question.
Yeah, I never heard of that. Is he talking about black people breeding ourselves out of existence?
No.
Or you breed yourself out of a problem?
Calm down.
No. It's not that complicated. It's
like getting with other races.
No. I'm just saying that black.
We think Trump's bad. Wait till Vance gets in there. All hell's gonna.
Well, here's the question: is how you're gonna have to have a Democrat that's gonna run. That's gonna say, I'm here to build the government back up to where it was before. I'm here to spend more of your money. I'm here to get all these NGOs and all this stuff, all these expenses that we had before. I'm here to spend your money maliciously. I'm here to open these borders. I'm here to make sure that these Democrat-run cities are dangerous like they were before. How do you run to the opposite of Donald Trump? And I'm being serious. It's like This is a counter-revolution. This is Trump's counter-revolution. How do you put all this stuff back? How do you run on a platform of putting this all back together and it's actually a winning platform?
Oh, I'm feeling dick up Trump's ass vibes in here. I might just have to settle down, sit back for a minute. Because here's the deal. The reality is that Trump is trying to vastly expand the chief executive rights, ability to do everything, okay? And all of these little toll gates that are getting pushed through by him, all these fences are getting pushed over by him, are going to be easily usable from the other direction at the same time. Anything that the Republicans do to try to buck the norm is just going to be taken advantage of by the other side when they get the opportunity. It just goes back and forth. I mean, you're old enough to know that, Matt. It goes back and forth every 4 or 8 years. So, right. So when you're saying how are we going to undo all these things, because they'll have and it'll be easier to do. It'll all be executive actions like he's doing. They just ignore Congress. And the Democrats will do the same thing. Although Democrats are not that good at playing like non-establishment. So it might be hard because if they try to play by the rules, the establishment rules, then they're going to lose. They need to get dirty if they want to win, unfortunately. So he set a precedent for dirtiness, which I'm not a big fan of, but I guess he gets what he wants. So that's what it is.
Menso, welcome. Did you want to speak?
I would like to hear more actually. I just joined, so I'm not aware what we are talking about.
No problem. No problem.
It's ladies' night room. So let's talk about Trump's attractive cankles and how the ladies love them.
Does he have cankles? I never saw him.
Dude, they're talking about him because he's so swollen in the ankle area. He has some vascular issues going on. That's why his hand is always painted over because it's bruising. But his ankles are swollen as shit. They were talking about it at the last meeting.
Hey, Mike, Joe B is incapable of hearing or saying anything negative about Trump. That she can't. I don't know how she missed the cankles.
But do her eyes see the cankles? If she just look for them next time.
She can't. She don't know. She can't do it.
She won't see them.
She can't perceive them at all.
Or the horrible makeup on his hand where it's just painted on there, and it's like, oh, it's so obvious they're covering up like some serious vascular issues.
Some big veins sticking out his hand. No, she can't see those.
You know, I could mention Biden dying of cancer if we're gonna talk about like leaders who are sick.
Oh no, I think we can hold both sides equally responsible for trying to hide things. I'm not disavowing Biden at all. I mean, I'm not saying that Biden wasn't a cover-up. I'm saying there's a cover-up happening on both sides to an extent. So if we can admit that, then I'm good to go. But if we say that, I mean, Biden's well known. Everybody admits it. But Trump is apparently repeating the same mistakes we made with Biden to some extent. How extensive? We don't know.
Medical issues are different than mental failings too.
Well, there's also indicators of mental failings, depending on who is looking into it.
I don't know where Serendipity is. Kristen, do you know? She and MG and I were playing in a room in the hallway. I wanted to go over the power of victimhood and a couple of other videos and talk about the Karens, the Jezebels, the Bethanies on the app, the female stereotypes. But we might not make that happen.
You know, Scarlett, you can make it happen because you're doing it right now.
Right now was just like a pre-show. I wanted to get people together because I just thought, I don't want to take credit for the room. I think we were discussing it this morning over coffee about room topics. We had a poll in this morning's coffee room, but I left before I could see the results. Tomorrow we're going to be doing the father wound and the fathers that we're going to support our men.
What is that going to be? What time is that at?
Tomorrow morning. I don't know, maybe around 8 or 9 Eastern. It'll be here in the month unless we decide to do it in a public room. But you'll see it.
I thought y'all were going to do something like fun, like game night or something like entertainment-wise, not just more politics. And it's not really Republican. It's not really, shouldn't really be a Trump room either, you know? I thought it was going to be just more like goofy fun for Friday.
Well, this is happy hour. This is actually supposed to be the fun room. Might get to it. Make it.
No, I don't want for a reason.
We could do the yes/no game.
We could start with basic questions where everybody answers them, and it will just kind of break the ice. So the first question is pie or cake? Which one? And if it's pie, which is your favorite pie? We just go around the room, and we can just start that with that.
This is how you play the yes/no game. Do you guys think that Mike would choose cake? Thumbs up if you think Mike would choose cake. Thumbs down if you think he would vote for pie. Oh wait, where's my reacts? Yeah, that won't work. Thumbs down.
Look at Wallace.
All right. So then, Mike, which one is your favorite, pie or cake?
It's pie. It's definitely
Okay.
pie.
I said pie, so I don't have to take a drink of an alcoholic beverage. But all you losers that did thumbs up, bottoms up. Take it.
Oh, yeah, I like that. We can do that. Just with basic questions. Let's do it. We'll go around the room. Next one's for Joe B.
Well, I was daydreaming. I like pie. I hate cake. I love cherry pie. Don't go crazy.
Give a thumbs up if Joe B was daydreaming about cankles. Thumb down if she wasn't.
I hate cankles.
I have to say my favorite pie is rhubarb pie, but not rhubarb strawberry, just straight up rhubarb, no strawberry.
My favorite pie is...
What's your favorite pie, Matt Cool?
I'm not Matt Cool.
Oh, you're not?
Pie. No, my favorite pie is hair pie.
Oh, you're Matt Liberty. Oh. What's that? Sorry.
Hair pie.
Here. Oh, never mind.
So ideally, you would get a question for each individual. So for
Right, make it
Joe
personal,
B,
yeah.
it would be, does Joe B think charter schools should be implemented for everyone or for people in high risk, low resource areas? Thumbs up if you think she would say she would want to implement it for everyone. Thumbs down if you think it should be, if she thinks it would be targeted and specific to help the most needy.
Wrong. All wrong. I hate charter schools. I hate.
Really? So what's your answer for what's your solution?
Private schools. Small home schools.
Oh, I think of charter schools as private schools, I guess. What's the difference?
Charter schools have their own board. They're like a little mini school corporation.
But they're usually like run by like religious type affiliates, right?
No, actually they're not.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what they were. I was wrong about them.
Mostly private schools do that.
So you'd want the money for the kids to go with the parents to make the decision, then?
Absolutely.
Like the 30,000?
100%.
Yeah, that would be nice.
You know, my problem with that is I have a son that goes to private school. The daughter that will soon will go to private school in a few years, but my problem is, let's just say...
Hold on, Matt. I do want you to share... I just want to, hold on. I think because Joby said the money should go with every kid, the people who said thumbs up should win, and the people who did thumbs down should drink. Go ahead. Matt, come on. We're in the middle of a game and you're going to do an anecdotal story.
So,
Like, hello?
Let me build, please. So anyways, this thing costs $20,000 a year. Well, in Texas now, you can get a $10,000 voucher to be applied towards private school. Problem is that everybody's going to get it, but most importantly, I guarantee you the $20,000 a year private school my son goes to will be $30,000 a year within the next 3 years. Going on mute.
Yep.
That's why I don't want private. I don't like the vouchers because all it's going to do, anytime government gets involved, it increases the price of shit.
Government's only involved if you let them. It's a local corporation decision. Hey, go run for school board, Matt.
I mean, well, Matt, I will say, at its core, though, what she's suggesting is that if each kid costs $30,000 anyway, the money's going to go to the parents instead of the local government to do the education for that kid. And so that in theory, that is kind of doing what you want. It's getting it away from the government, even if they have to go back and spend it somewhere.
Yeah, and I agree. I think that, like, Cy-Fair ISD is where I live. So in Cy-Fair, it costs like $40,000 a year to send the kid to school. The Cy-Fair, well, I think I should be able to have, you should be able to pay me that $40,000, where I can teach my kid at home, or I can take that $40,000 and take it to a private school of my choice.
Yeah, the problem is the government will start sending out like fucking bullshit requests to encourage us to buy elementary school student loans so that they can make money off the elementary school kids for their whole fucking lives and get them started in debt even earlier than usual. So they'll take advantage of it either way. Because what'll happen is you'll get $30,000 for each kid. The schools will double in price. Most people won't be able to pay that.
The public school stays public in the state. It's free using quotes. No, I'm just saying, because let's say it costs $40,000 a year to go to school in Cy-Fair. If you take the expense of having the school district, you divide it by how many kids, this comes out to about $40,000. Therefore, I should be able to take that $40,000 and I should be able to either spend that money by not working and being at home, or take that $40,000 and take it to a private school. Choose to stay public. I don't get the $40,000 because it's going to the public school anyways. Should be a freedom of choice.
Yeah, I'd vote for that because the reason I'd vote for it is because I have two kids that just graduated high school and they're going into college now, and I saw their high school experience, and it was not nearly as good as mine was as far as education.
Horrible. It's awful.
It's horrible. And so because they're doing a horrible job, I don't think they should be in charge of it. Yeah.
That's right. It's terrible. I graduated in high school in '93. And the high school experience today, education-wise, compared to in the early '90s, late '80s, is catastrophically different. I might have a 19-year-old that's now at a tech school, but I never saw him bring one project home, never saw him type one paper at home, never saw him study at home. He's a BC student, but my point is he never brought anything home. Nothing science fair project.
Maybe that's what he's a BC student.
You had to. I was a BC student. And
why wouldn't he bring his work home and do any studying at home?
Because
it's a failure of parental supervision.
Because guess what? The school district's philosophy is you don't assign work where they have to take it home. You do the hardest job you possibly can to get them to do the school work in school, because everybody has a fair. It's not fair opportunity. No one has equal access to what they have at home. Whether it's
all right, whoever shares an anecdotal story has to come up with the next person in question. Go, Matt.
Okay, but you have to start that rule after me because I want to go after Matt really fast.
Okay, so to wrap it up is that they don't assign homework at Cy-Fair. Cy-Fair's a huge school district here. That's a fact. They don't assign homework. Now, I did the same thing today now. I don't know. Fuck. Gotta go on.
So while he's on mute, let me say one thing, because I come from a kind of different angle of why I don't think why I think it's too easy. I have twins, and they both graduated with like 4.4 grade point average, and the other one had a 4.2 grade point average. And out of 600 kids in their graduating class, 280 of them had 4.0 and above. That means it's too fucking easy. And they'll justify it by saying, well, they're in advanced courses, so they can earn more than 4.0. No, they should be advanced. They shouldn't earn more for being in advanced courses. Advanced courses there because the other one's too easy for them. So if their hard is different than somebody else's hard, they shouldn't get more credit just for being in their hard slot. Just for being hard. So the reality is that the state of Georgia, if you get above a 3.6, you got free college, which is amazing. It's actually above 3.4, I think, which is amazing. It's covered by our lottery. So that's really helpful since I have twins and they're going to college at the same time. That's super helpful. But the reality is that there's so many kids that qualify for this thing, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. But when it comes to like UGA, where everybody wants to go, it's impossible to get in. Their average acceptance rate required a 4.6 and a 1400 SAT for freshmen this year. So they've made University of Georgia into this like